where does confidence come from as an athlete? How do you develop it? How do you get more of it? Because if you're watching this video, I know you're maybe just down on your confidence right now, or you're trying to develop your confidence to another level because you know it's one of the key ingredients to having success as an athlete. So maybe you've heard of visualization, maybe you've heard of affirmations, maybe you've heard of doing breath work. What's the secret ingredient? What's the secret thing that you have to do? And you've heard of all of these great athletes using those techniques, and there's an interesting thing. They all fall into a single category. And that category I'm talking about is actually emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is the ability to control the images in your mind, the words that you're saying to yourself, the tone that you're saying it to yourself in, and the sensations in your body. So let me break it down for you really quick. So think about all of the times as an athlete, I'm here at a field getting some sprints in. You see some football stuff in the background. You remember the times as an athlete where you lacked confidence, where your confidence wasn't at the level it was at. See, what happens was you started creating images in your head. You started creating images of things going wrong or of things that you did incorrectly in the past. And that led to fear and doubt and anxiety and stress and all of these emotions that took away from your confidence. Or you had that inner voice saying, I'm not good enough, or that inner voice of talking about the things that could go wrong, and those created emotions that took away from your confidence. But a very critical factor that we're oftentimes not aware of is the tone that we're saying those things in. So the tone dramatically impacts the effect of the words that we're saying to ourselves. Try to say something that's going to take your confidence away. Try to say something like, oh, I'm not good enough, in a high-pitched tone. Oh, I'm not good enough. And I know I'm going to get you to laugh there, but it changes the way you relate to it. So understanding this emotional intelligence factor, it's about the images in your mind. It's about the words that you're saying to yourself. It's about the tone that you're saying it to yourself in. And then the fourth factor is the sensations in your body, right? Everyone knows the sensations in our body. You can change the sensations in your body. And that is everything from, connecting with your breath work, your posture, putting yourself in powerful positions. There's all sorts of different techniques that fall under each of those categories. But the driving factor of developing more confidence is improving your emotional intelligence. There's an interesting book about this by Daniel Goleman. Daniel Goleman studied high performers in all fields, not just athletics, in business and all sorts of different areas. And the number one factor that's correlated with success is emotional intelligence. Now imagine yourself. Imagine the times where you were lacking confidence. Imagine where things weren't going your way. Imagine the times where you didn't feel the best. You didn't feel like you had as much confidence as you wished you had. I can guarantee you didn't have the confidence because of one of those four factors, or maybe a combination of those four factors. You created images of maybe things that you messed up in the past, or you created images of potential scenarios going wrong. Or that inner voice came up and said, oh, I'm not good enough. I'm not, able to do this. I'm not as good as my teammates. What's my coach going to think? And you said it to yourself in a certain tone. Or the sensations in your body, right? The flushing of the face, your face gets red, your palms start to sweat, your heart starts to really race. It's about controlling all four of those factors. But nobody teaches you that in school. Nobody teaches you emotional intelligence. So if you want to change your relationship, if you want to start to develop more confidence, then it's about developing your emotional intelligence so that you gain control over those four factors. Changing the images in your head. It takes practice. It takes awareness. You're not going to watch this video just for a couple of minutes and all of a sudden you have emotional intelligence. It's something that, number one, you have to have awareness of it. So my hope for this video is to bring awareness to those four factors. So the next time you have an image going in your mind of, potential scenarios that could go wrong, or potential scenarios from the past that you messed up, then all of a sudden you have some awareness of saying, oh, okay, I need to step back for a second. I need to replace it with a more empowering vision, right? That's where visualization comes in. Visualization is part of changing the images in your mind, right? Affirmations, or saying something positive to yourself, is a way of changing the voices in your head. So all of these techniques that you've heard of in the past fall under the category of emotional intelligence, but you need to see the big picture. You need to look at the big picture, which is emotional intelligence itself. So my number one goal for this video, if you want to develop more confidence, if you want to take your confidence to the next level, is let's bring a level of awareness to our emotional intelligence, and let's start to develop from there. So I hope you guys like this video. Please hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment down below what you guys want to see next, and I wish you guys nothing but the best success in the world.